King Henry I, son of William the Conqueror, had ruled England for 35 years. But his dynasty's future was shattered when his only legitimate son, William Adelin, drowned in the White Ship disaster of 1120. With no male heir, Henry sought to secure the throne for his daughter Empress Matilda. Before his death in 1135, he made his barons swear loyalty to her. Yet when Henry I died, England's nobles were reluctant to accept a female ruler, especially one married to Geoffrey of Anjou, a traditional enemy of Normandy. Instead, Matilda's cousin, Stephen of Blois, seized the throne. His reign quickly descended into civil war as Matilda and her supporters fought for control. For nearly 20 years, England was torn apart. The land was ravaged, loyalties shifted constantly, and Stephen struggled to maintain power. But amidst the chaos, a young boy was growing up, Matilda's son, Henry, and he would soon prove himself to be far more than just a claimant to the throne. Henry was born in 1133, the son of Matilda and Geoffrey of Anjou. From an early age, he was groomed for kingship. He was highly intelligent, well-educated, and ambitious. His mother ensured he learned not just the art of war, but also the complexities of statecraft. By his mid-teens, Henry was already proving his abilities. In 1147, at just 14 years old, he made his first military campaign into England. Though it failed, his determination was clear. Then, in 1151, his father Geoffrey died, leaving him as the Duke of Normandy, Count of Anjou, and Count of Maine. Henry was now a powerful ruler in his own right. But it was his marriage in 1152 that changed everything. Henry married Eleanor of Aquitaine, one of the most powerful and influential women in Europe. Eleanor had recently divorced King Louis VII of France, and by marrying Henry, she brought him the vast and wealthy Duchy of Aquitaine. Together, they ruled over more land than the King of France himself. With growing power and military strength, Henry launched his final move for the English throne. In 1153, after a successful campaign in England, Stephen, worn down by years of war and personal losses, agreed to the Treaty of Wallingford. He recognized Henry as his heir. When Stephen died in 1154, Henry became King of England at just 21 years old. Henry II wasted no time asserting his authority. His kingdom was in ruins after the Anarchy. Castles had been built illegally, barons ruled like warlords, and the treasury was nearly empty. Henry immediately set to work restoring order. One of his first acts was to demolish hundreds of unauthorized castles built during the Civil War. He reasserted royal control over the barons, strengthened the judiciary, and laid the foundation for English common law. But Henry's rule was not without controversy. One of the greatest conflicts of his reign was with his own friend-turned-enemy, Thomas Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury. At first, Henry and Becket were allies, but when Becket prioritized the church's power over royal authority, their friendship turned into a bitter struggle. In a fit of anger, Henry reportedly exclaimed, "Will no one rid me of this turbulent priest?" Taking his words literally, 4 knights rode to Canterbury and murdered Becket inside the cathedral in 1170. The brutal act shocked Europe and forced Henry to do public penance. While Henry II was a great king, he was not a great father. His marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine soured, and their children, Henry the young king, Richard the Lionheart, Geoffrey and John, were constantly at odds with him. In 1173, Henry's sons, backed by Eleanor, rebelled against him. The rebellion was crushed, and Henry imprisoned Eleanor for over a decade. But the seeds of division had been planted, and his sons' ambitions would haunt him for the rest of his reign. By 1189, Henry II was a broken man. His favorite son, John, had betrayed him by siding with the French king Philip II. When Henry received a list of those who had turned against him, he reportedly muttered, "Now let things go as they will. I care no more for myself." On July 6, 1189, Henry II died at the age of 56. His rebellious son, Richard the Lionheart, succeeded him. Henry had built a vast empire and reformed England, but he died betrayed and heartbroken. This was the life of Henry II, the first Plantagenet king. He laid the foundation for English common law, strengthened the monarchy, and established the Plantagenet dynasty, which would rule England for over 300 years.